Okay, how is everyone doing today? We're going to get started. And I am really excited. Well, this is my second attempt at doing this because Nick walked in and made a bunch of noise. So we're going to try this again. But, anyways, today we are actually discussing chapter 5. And I'm sorry for the glare on my glasses. I don't know if there is any. Maybe that's better. You're just going to kind of have to deal with it, I guess. I'm sorry. Anyways, we are talking about developing great people skills. And the reason why I am excited today is because it's finally a chapter in the book that I feel like, yes, it's something that I am actually good at. The previous intro and 4 chapters, as I read them, I kept thinking about Nick and how strong he was in these areas and how much I have to learn from him and how impressed I am with all that he can do in those areas. Especially thinking like when it said, beware when the great God unleashes a thinker into this world. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times since reading that and doing this blog that we have laughed about, don't worry, God did not unleash a great thinker with me. So anyways, today is developing great people skills. And it says the most important single ingredient in the formula for success is knowing how to get along with people. That's by Theodore Roosevelt. And actually, it was kind of funny because we were discussing this in the truck as we were driving. And I told my husband, I said, finally, today, it is something that I actually am better at than you. And we kind of have this joking, healthy competition of always trying to compete with each other. Who's better? Who's the better cook? Who makes the best meals? Who is the quickest? We're competitive. Let's just say that. We are very competitive with each other. We love it, but it's always, I'm better, you're better. And anyway, so I finally said, it's a skill. It's something I am better at. And he quickly said to me, I am sorry, but it is not a skill that I am weak at. It is a skill that I choose to not partake in or be good at. And I had to laugh because, yes, that's funny that he is not going to say he is weak, but it is true that to a point that is a choice, and how we interact with people truly is a choice. So I'm not sure if you read the blog or if you read it or if you just watch this or if you do both. I will say that I must have erased that blog 10 times, honestly, today. It was so hard for me to write and try and get out what I want to get out. So I'm hoping that I will be able to do this and that this will be an inspiration to you guys. Woo, sorry about that. But anyways, so today it is talking about people skills. And the first saying that I want to go over is how far you go in life depends on your being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak and strong, because someday in life you will have been all of these. And I think all too often we are so quick to judge and to quickly make assumptions about people when we see them, when they react a certain way, and we don't always know what's going on in their lives. And they aren't always in the same place we are. They may have just got bad news. They may have other circumstances going on in their life. They may be very distracted, as I am, not trying to be rude, but my mind is in 50 places going, and sometimes I am not listening like I should be. So I may come across as rude or someone who doesn't care or feels I am too important. And really, it's just because my brain is going and going and going, and I am trying to grasp hold of something. So anyways, how we interact with others truly is a skill. And yes, I am an outgoing, bubbly person, love to be out in the social aspect and everything, but that doesn't always make it that I am great with interacting with people, because just because I'm a people person and can be out there and can teach classes and do things doesn't mean that that is the whole skill that is needed. I need to, as a leader, be able to motivate people and not always be looking at myself and the gains that I need to do, but how I can motivate and teach others to do well also. So anyways, with that, I want to talk about, they talked about Angelina Jolie in here. And I thought this was a good example also about us. And so many of us that are watching this, we probably are with Young Living, but maybe you're not. And we take our focus and we look at our OGV, which is our organizational group volume, or what we need to do to hit our next ranks. And we look at what I need to do. What do I need to do? How short am I from meeting my marks? And really, I think that network marketing is one of the greatest examples of how we need to take the focus off of us and put it onto others. And so it's not what I need to do, but what can I do to help you work towards your goals? So those below me who may have much smaller goals or little steps to make, that I can help them work towards that. And so figuring out what I need to do to help motivate them and inspire them and get them to where they want to be. And by doing that, I have really been shown that this last month, probably more so last month than working in towards it this month. I did used to sign in and I'd say, oh, I'm so many thousand short of gold, or this leg isn't where I want it to be. And I've realized and really kind of let that go and looked down further in my downline and looking at some of those that are excited about the business and excited to grow, but don't know where to go or don't know what to do. And just trying to help each one of them maybe make just the rank of star or just to reach senior star is huge for them. And I need to look at that and the accomplishments. And when I hear them say that this could change by reaching star, that it could change the burden of making the car payment or getting groceries, or your kid wants private lessons, whatever. It can take that burden off and that weight off, and seeing them hit that success has actually brought more joy to me than me hitting the little than hitting my rank of gold that I'm shooting for. So it's taking the focus off of us, which too many times we are focused on us and on the lives around us, in our direct immediate family. And we need to look further than that. We need to look at others and see how we can work with them to help them achieve their goals and success. And as we help them, they help us. So we all gain from that. And so I also want to read about the 5 things I know about people. The first one John Maxwell wrote is number 1, everybody wants to be somebody. Know that none of us wake up and think, I want to be a pile of crap today. It's not usually our goal. We want to be somebody. We want to go somewhere and we want to be recognized. And then nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And I kind of have another funny example about this. Some friends of ours in meeting Nick had thought that he is a bigger guy. He carries the tough image guy look, and they just were kind of intimidated by him. And they told the story, though, to another friend that said, oh, this guy kind of scary. I was kind of intimidated by him. Really didn't care too much for him, but as I got to know him, he would do anything for you. He is such a great guy, and they wanted to learn more about him. So anyways, I just thought it was an example of how once they realized how much, even though Nick has this look that is tough, that he is a guy that actually has a big heart and cares, they wanted to know more about him. So nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And once they realized how much he cared, they realized how much, even though he's quiet, he has a ton of knowledge and a lot to gain from. So everybody needs somebody. We were not put on this earth to be alone. God intended us to be together and to work together. And so we all need each other. We need to have relationships with others. Anybody who helps somebody influences lots of bodies. So I want you guys to kind of think back about the story that I told about Billy Graham in the first video, and how just the usher giving him a seat, and that led him to Christ in the tent revival. How many people were influenced, and had that usher just let him walk out the door, would it have been the same? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and listen to the first one. Sorry. And then somebody today will rise up and become somebody. Each and every day, we all make choices and we choose to where we're going to go and what we're going to do. And today, somebody woke up and said, that's it. I'm making a change, or I'm going to make a difference, and I'm going to be somebody in this world. And you're going to know who I am. So, not for everyone to know, but in their group or where they're at, they will be known. So that being said, I wanted to come back around and just talk about how we need to reach out to others, and we need to form relationships and think about where people are. I know that one of the things that I say is a skill of mine, and I don't want comments. You can laugh if you want, but I can very easily put myself into a child's mind. So as a nurse, a lot of times kids will come into the room and they just, they have a new baby brother or sister, and I quickly go to them and I tell them, congratulations. That little kid inside you that just bubbles up, and they're excited to have this baby brother and sister. Are they worried that people are going to forget about them and who they are? Yes. So immediately I try to go to them and I ask them to show me their baby brother or their sister, and I let them help me with the assessments, and I tell them that their little brother or sister is so lucky to have such an awesome big sibling to help take care of them. How exciting that is. And usually these children just start to beam from ear to ear. And so I can relate to kids in a lot of ways, but I don't just need to do that with kids. I need to do that with everyone, with those around me, and try to put myself in their shoes as I interact with them. What do they need? What is it that they need from me? Why were we put together to work together? What can I do to help them? And try to really listen. A huge part of being good and with people skills is listening. And so listening to their needs and meeting them where they're at so that I can help them and work with them and inspire them. And so there is this saying, treat a man as he appears to be, and you make him worse. But treat a man as if he already were what he potentially could be, and you make him what he should be. And then the other saying that I really like in here is, kindness is a language the dumb can speak and the deaf can hear and understand. And so we need to reach out to each other. We need to constantly be kind, be thinking of where they're at, and what can we do to help them. It is our job as leaders to get our brains and put ourselves where they're at so that we can help motivate them, so that we can help inspire them, so that we can help them reach their success. By them reaching their success, our goals and achievements are reached. So the more we help below us, the more we achieve greatness. And trust me, what you achieve is nothing in the feeling as the amazing accomplishment of having somebody else come to you and say, thank you so much for your help. That to me means more than anything. It means more than me hitting the rank of gold. That's what I'm trying for now. Not that my goals aren't important, they are, but also me helping you is equally, if not more important, because the payback and the reward that I get is greater, seeing you guys succeed. So effective leaders remember and act upon the fact that all work is done ultimately by people, with people, through people, and for people. Leaders function by creating alignment around tasks, inspiring and relating to people. Leadership is high touch. It is grounded in the four chambers of leadership's heart: intimacy, integrity, passion, and competence. So these are just some of the sayings in here. There are so many sayings in this book I absolutely love, and I hope that you guys are reading them. I hope that you are writing them down, that you're sticking them on Post-it notes around your house. So today, though, is focusing on people skills. And so I put in the homework that today's homework is to, I don't even know how I put that, but to be slow to judge, slow to anger, and quick to respond with patience. Quick, I don't know how I put that. I'm sorry. You're going to have to read down on the blog. But quick to help and not so quick to judge. And then also the other thing I said was to listen, to practice being a good listener, because we cannot truly meet people where they're at and help them and work with them unless we listen to their needs to help them accomplish what they need to get done. So with that, I hope that helps. I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.